The Eskom thing was allowed to deteriorate far too long. We've been trying to get a renewable project approved for 18 months when there's a dire need to actually help the country. And it's in the interest of the country to let it. We'll go and spend the money. We'll do it. Just give us the approval. There's about 1,500 megawatts lined up, waiting. So why do we end up in this situation? So that's what we're puzzled about. We're scoring too many own goals here. We need to get our act together. So we'll do whatever we can to help as industry. But I think we need to make decisions, we need to open up the way, and we need to get consistency in the rules. We don't want to see another mining charter. Let's stick to what we got. Rules in other countries don't change like this so often. So why do we need to keep changing the rules?
Where do you see a benchmark for us to follow in terms of policy for a country's mining? Where do you really get red carpet instead of red tape?
Yeah, well, I would say in Australia, I think the authorities are very helpful. I have met the state minister, I've met the state premier a number of times. I think they're very helpful. They want you to make investments. They want to facilitate the process, within reason. They're not just going to sign for nothing. They'll be very rigorous on safety. The one thing you'll find in Australia, if you have fatalities in Australia, they'll shut you down. Make no mistake. If you have serious injuries, they could shut you down. So they'll be tough on you there, but they also want to facilitate investment. They want to make sure that they can make it competitive for you. They were thinking about royalties going up. They didn't. There was representations made. I was part of the group that made the representations to the state of birth, and they didn't do that. So I think that's what we need to do. I've been saying for 5 years, government, industry, and organised labour need to get together and work for the common good. And unfortunately, that's not happening.
You got this clean energy going in Australia.
Yeah.
Had you already put your application in South Africa, or had you put it in Australia long before?
Didn't take us long in Australia.
Quick in Australia.
Quick. The other thing with Australia, they even gave us money towards it. Don't know whether you know that. It's called ARENA. They gave us funding of about 15 million towards it.
Well, like a rebate?
No, money.
Money up front?
Money that you
It's
pay back.
refundable if we don't meet our targets.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, that's how serious.
So it's a grant, a free grant, or what?
Well, you've got to pay it back.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's over a long lead time. So that helped the project. So, and then, they have, there's an abatement system. If you come in under your carbon targets, you get credits. You can actually trade those credits against other mines where maybe you haven't. So if ever there was a time for us to just tear down all of these barriers, it's now. Because, if we're having difficulties, what about these big platinum companies with big smelters that chew up a lot of power, some of the other base metal operations. So let's fix it. We all want this country to do better. So we can. We just got to do the right things. Let's start doing the right things.